Pleasure to be here this afternoon to present my bill, AB 387. It's a design build bill. It's a simple bill to allow the Orange County Transportation Committee to use design build to install security cameras. The bill is necessary because a lot of the contractors won't provide their technology unless they have the opportunity to design and build the system. It's a question of proprietary information, being the ability to maintain your own technology for information for the contractors. We've worked with the interested parties and passed off the Assembly floor with nearly unanimous support, and I ask for your aye vote.
Thank you. Are there witnesses in support?
Moira Top on behalf of the Orange County Transportation Authority. We are the sponsors of the measure. This is a bill that will apply statewide and will help transit agencies throughout the state respond quickly and rapidly to homeland security and other types of security concerns that they have. We urge your support for this important measure.
Now we're going to try this one more time. We're going to take the roll. Excuse me. One more time, and I can count. Please call the absent members.
Absent members, all right.
Just the absent members.
Cedillo, Dutton, Nkiho, Oropeza, Simidian, Torlakson here, Yee? Yeah. Yee here.
We have a quorum. And before, let's continue this, and then we'll go back. Yes. Other witnesses in support?
Mr. Chairman, members, Mark Watts, again with the Santa Clara Valley Transportation Authority, urging your aye vote. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, members, Gus Corey on behalf of the California Transit Association, in support for the reasons that were previously stated.
Other witnesses in support? Witnesses in opposition?
Mr. Chairman, members, Richard Markison representing the Western Electrical Contractors Association. We are not opposed to design build per se. However, over the years, a number of provisions have been added to the authorizing statutes that we find are particularly disadvantageous for our members. Particularly, although this bill does not affect the provision in law affecting transit agencies that require skilled labor force availability. Unfortunately, what that provision does is it prohibits programs like our own from dispatching apprentices to the type of design-build project that is envisioned by this authority. And that is the reason is that it requires 5 years of graduates before an apprentice can be dispatched. That means that until 8 years have elapsed after the state has approved an apprenticeship program, that program may not dispatch apprentices to design-build projects. The other provision that we object to is the labor compliance language. We feel that only requiring labor compliance programs of programs that are not, or projects that are not covered by a collective bargaining agreement or a PLA, puts those programs that would combine union and non-union contractors at a distinct disadvantage. The legislative analyst was very critical of LCPs last year and pointed out that for every $18 that an LCP has cost on projects throughout California, they only returned $1 of mispaid wages to aggrieved employees. For that reason, for those two provisions, one of which is an existing law and one is amended by this bill, we are opposed.
Thank you. Any other witnesses in opposition? Do I hear a motion on the bill? The bill's been moved by Senator Harmon. Assembly member, would you like to close?
Well, I just appreciate the people that are supporting this, and you know, we have some certain things in the state that we have to work around sometimes with these bills, and we've tried to do the best job we could, but to me, it's bringing back some security cameras to a very, very needed situation in Orange County with transit.
I concur. I think not only is it well crafted, and you're not really trying to change other parts of law, and what you're really trying to do is to exempt that threshold and reduce that threshold for proprietary issues, and I support the bill also. So with that, the Secretary, please call the roll.
Before we do that, I am very sympathetic to the concerns that were raised. My understanding of the bill is it doesn't affect any of those underlying laws, which are very bad laws, but your bill doesn't affect those one way or the other.
Not at all.
Correct?
That's right.
Thank you.
Will the Secretary please call the roll?
Lowenthal?
Aye.
Lowenthal, aye. McClintock? Aye. McClintock, aye. Ashburn? Aye. Ashburn, aye. Cedillo? Corbett? Aye. Corbett, aye. Dutton? Harmon? Aye. Harmon, aye. Kehoe? Oropeza? Simidian? Torlakson? Aye. Torlakson, aye. Yee? Aye. Yee, aye. That's 7.